ballers pulled up, you can hear they hand me. And VIP bought a girl so friendly. Broke boys looking on, you can feel they envy. Business owners over here, you see that money round us. All the rappers and the singers wanna party round us. We gon' pop a few bottles, never nothing to us. If we leave this hill, we gon' need a tour bus. He Dilla got the hits, keep the party going. He even play your joint if you really is plugged in. Got the smoke in the hair, keep the liquor flowing. Big tipping over here, you know the ladies notice. In the door, you know I keep the real round me. Candy girl, the only thing that's really sweet about me. Grown folks over here, we always party in peace. The hottest thing around, we in the VIP.
The Godfather.
Welcome to the VIP. We rockin' and rollin' with Dirty and Candy at the VIP. We chillin', we bringin' the sauce and the flavor to the VIP. Nobody can do it like me and D. So welcome to the VIP.
Welcome back to the VIP Lounge Radio Show. Of course, I am Dirty Eagle, and that is...
Hey, it's Candy Girl. It's a nice Thursday night. It's brisk again.
Yeah.
Where's the spring weather?
The spring weather is in Virginia.
It is.
Yeah.
Actually, summer's in Virginia because
Yeah,
it's like,
it's like
85, 90 right now.
Anyway, man, we got a great guest in the building today. We were actually talking before we got on, and his memory is as good as mine. So I was like, man, you remember when we first met? And he did, man. I performed. Before we ever even chopped it up, I performed at his birthday party. Candace didn't remember who he was until he put his glasses on.
Well, who in the world's Candy?
I mean, Candy Girl didn't remember who he was until he put his...
Dropping the government. Ooh.
That's what I was. What is going?
This show just got
Is
intense
that
now.
real? Drama. Hey, cue the TNT drama. I'm finna edit all that out.
Oh, Lord.
Edit. No, but yeah, the first time I ever met him, man, we performed at his birthday. His fiance did an amazing job putting the venue together, putting the program
Salute
together.
to her.
Salute to the fiance, man. We got the one and only A1 Nero in the building. What's happening?
Hey, yo. I am really glad to be here. I literally left work to come here.
Oh,
So,
man, that's
like,
what's happening.
got off work, drove all the way here. Sat outside, almost got intimidated by a couple kids trying to grab a bat to beat me. But I still got here safely. I didn't get beat with a bat, but I made it.
Where them little rough kids at?
Yeah. He's
Call the
referring
cops
to
on them
first.
kids.
You call the cops on our kid. He's talking about our kid.
Wait, what?
Casey the thug. We got a
Casey had
thug
the
kid.
bat, and her bat is pink. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, she did
she
say
looked,
that.
She was like, Shane, most kids, they like, mama,
I
we got to call the police.
I understand that they're protective. I appreciate that. Like that.
Yeah.
That's
She was kind of doing the stare down with you.
She was like,
a little bit. Like
Right.
I had the window down and I
Yeah.
looked. She
She
looked.
looked.
Kept walking. I looked. She looked.
looked.
I'm like, you know what? Let me just raise this window real quick.
she been taught to keep her eyes on the prize.
Yeah, I see.
then she stepped over like, who was that, mama? I'm like, oh, okay, all right. It's okay, Casey.
So how did you? You got a very different name, A1 Nero. So how did you come up with your name?
A1 Nero is basically. I've been through a lot of names. Like when I first started, I went through the metamorphosis like a lot of people do. Like when they start like trying to get their name together. I think the original name I had was Lil D because that was the name that I grew up with. Mm-hmm. But then down the line, I'm like, no, that's not a good rap name. So
Yeah, anything with Lil D.
yeah, like it just don't sound good. Like
Lil D.
no.
See, so what's good, Lil D?
No.
Yeah.
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 My homie Lil D.
Like just imagine the women fans saying that.
Right.
Then they think and like put two, like no.
And the little D? So what does little D really mean?
Exactly.
You know?
Like no.
Yeah.
But
Can't do that.
I went from that to I went to Kid Chaos. I've been to Money Montana, D Money. That actually I have tattooed on me because that was my first tattoo.
Wow.
Yeah. Changed that name because so many other people have that name.
Yeah.
Time for cover up.
No, I keep it just as a reminder to tell me
Okay.
like where my roots are.
Nice.
But Aone Nero originally came from the fact that I've been through so many names and I felt like, what is me? I want to be original. I want people to know exactly who I am. So what's another word for original? It's A1. Like that's the real deal. And then Nero is actually just short for dinero. A lot of people don't put 2 and 2 together with that. So it's basically like I put the 2 together. So I'm still going to be original and I'm going to be me. But at the end of the day, I'm doing what I'm doing so I can go out there and I can make money to be able to provide for what I need to provide for. So that's kind of how I just ended up putting A1 Nero together.
That's dope.
That is dope.
Now you've been through a whole lot of names, and I know you didn't go through them in the last 6 months. So how long have you been doing music?
I've been doing music for 11 years now, consistently.
Wow.
Like, I've been on and off since I was 4, but that was just because my older brothers was always freestyling, and I wanted to hang out with my older brothers and cousins and be around them, but I started really taking it seriously, like, my sophomore year of high school.
Did you say you started when you were 4?
Yeah, like, literally.
That kind of went over my head just now.
No,
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, like, I was literally...
Were you writing?
I was trying to freestyle with them. Like, I wasn't writing at the time, but I was just trying to freestyle with them. Like, they was all up in the big group, and I was like, I'm the youngest there, and I'm like, let me rap with y'all.
Right.
And they let me in, and like, that was when my love of music started, and that's when everything, like, started for me. But like I said, once sophomore year of high school hit, it was like, that's when I started really taking it seriously. I started getting into the studio, started writing more, starting to put my music together and stuff like that. So that's when I really wanted to put everything in motion. It was 2010.
Did you have any groups in high school that you were affiliated with for singing? Or I'm sorry, not singing, but rapping.
Rap it. Yeah. That
was a hard
No, but that was like,
Because the way it started out, like, I was doing it by myself, but then some of my little brothers from, like, when I was in school, elementary school, they were still there, but they wanted to start doing it too, so I ended up making a group with them. We was originally called BMK, which was Born Music Killers. Now, that was the originally, like, that's where everything started. Down the line, we grew up. That was when, like, I was Kid Killer. That was another name that was
Kid
not
Killer,
too
Killer
good.
Music.
Like, that was another name that was not,
with the
because, like,
BMK.
Man.
see, I knew it was a bad name when I ended up remixing Killer by Drake and Nipsey Hussle. And literally, once he said Killer, I say Kid. So once I put that together, I'm like, yeah, this ain't the best name.
Yeah, you're gonna have to move.
So after we did BMK, we ended up growing up a little bit. Then we became KMG, which was Killing Music Grounds. Now, that was a step in another direction. We looked into management at that time. KMG ended up changing into KMJ Music Group, but that kind of fell through for us. So then after that, we became NHG, which is No Heart Gang.
Okay.
Now, that has stuck with me since then. Like, some of the brothers that was there, they end up going their own way. They doing their own thing. NHG is stuck with me. Like, I've literally turned that into my entire brand. Like, that is my group now. Yeah. Like, I have everything, like clothing, like music, like record label. Like, that is, like, mine. Like,
And it's No Heart Gang?
No Heart Gang.
So what does it actually mean?
now, No Heart Gang originally started out as Show No Love for a Thought. That is...
Well, I'm big damn.
Like, we were young, we were kids. Like,
They were thoughts then?
Yeah, they were still thoughts.
Or
like,
they were hoes?
No,
Because,
no,
you
they-
know, the word play changed.
Oh no, this was like 2012. They were thoughts by
They
then.
were, yeah.
Yeah.
They have an advanced to thought.
They have more.
Is it an advanced thought, man? Is
Well,
it?
well, I mean,
Okay, okay.
they was buster holes.
They
There was bust downs,
They bust
eats.
downs.
There was all that, but
Hood
then
rats, rats.
like thoughts is what stuck with it. But
I never knew a thought.
That's as a matter of fact, now it's getting to the point where your grandma could have been a thought.
Facts.
Whoa, whoa,
oh,
Lil
wait,
Slim.
wait.
Not your
Well,
grandma.
whoa,
No.
Lil Slim.
I've been saying, like, back in the day, grandma could have been busting it open.
Grandma could have been a
minute.
busser. Grandma could have been a busser or a hood. No, grandma could have
No,
been a hood
let me
rat.
tell you what my grandmother was. Well, not what she was, but let me tell you what she used to
Boy,
say.
she was.
Let me talk to
Some
Candy.
things we ain't,
You know,
there's some things you ain't tell me about your
Grandma-
ancestry.
Grandma Rose. Okay, she used to be like, huzzy.
Well, yeah,
The huzzy. That used to be the words back in the day.
That was like
That's like 80,
Heifer.
80 years ago.
What's when I'm,
Heifer.
my
saying-
grandma is like
I was like,
now
that's
110.
like 80s and 90s.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
then you was a hoe.
Yeah,
Hey, that's what I'm
hood
saying.
rat,
That's why I'm
down,
saying
hood
it's
rat.
advancements
bust
to
down,
these
and then
things.
you became a buster,
but,
and then a
but
thought.
you advanced to a thought.
Yeah,
So
thought
thought is like the new millennial.
but thought, but see, look, it's like
I think that stuck around longer than like a lot of those words
Yeah.
though, because like I said, thought started in like 2012, and it's
But in
still being
Virginia,
said
I
to
didn't
this
know
day.
nothing
yeah,
about
but
thought.
thought has it's metaphors.
Oh, 'cause I was here, though.
Metaphors.
It's a anagram.
Metamorphosis.
Can we?
It's transition. There you go. That's a little bit more comfortable in my lane. No,
It's
you
just
know
some time.
how with back in the day, if you called a black person a nigga, it
Right.
was offensive. But we
I was gonna say we say that
we
to
own
each
it.
other.
We
Like,
own it. Now we own the word.
Right.
It used to be back in
Yeah.
the day, like if you called a female a bitch, they would be offended.
No,
Well,
that's
like
still-
woman, like
that's-
woman to
I'm
woman.
sorry, that-
Oh,
like
my-
if-
for
like
us,
woman,
that's
like us.
still-
I'm
Right,
sorry.
so
That
offensive.
is definitely.
Unless you're a
still-
rapper, like if a rapper could call a female a bitch in the song, she'd be like, "Oh, I'm his
Yeah,
bitch."
yeah.
Yes,
But
yeah,
I know
shit.
or main bitch.
Or main bitch. That's
Yeah.
my main bitch, and
Yeah.
they own it. And then now it's like woman. It's like a term of endearment. It's become to the point where thought is like they own it. As a matter of
Get a little
fact,
piece of
they
this
own
right
it to the point where the culture it kind of emphasizes you being a thought, and they celebrate thottish ways.
Who is?
I've literally heard a song
Trust
where a
me.
girl was like, "I like it sloppy toppy." He think I'm a thotty. Like she owned it.
Okay,
and I
well,
was like,
after you
Hold
say
on.
that,
I got one. I got one for you. I'm not gonna say her name because she ain't booked on the show yet. But we watched an interview.
Ratchet.
We watched an interview with Determined Radio, and it's a female that
I already know
really
her name.
is sucking dick on the song. The producer,
It was real.
and engineer was in the studio with her. She was like, "I want this to be as
She wanted
real
to
as
be
possible,"
Real.
and she sucked his dick on the
I
microphone.
don't think it was that good. I'm ready for her to come on the show so I can tell her about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think it was all that. I feel like, you know,
"Oh my, I don't think it was that good."
You know.
She was emphasizing a lot in that video, on that song.
It wasn't even a video, so it was a song.
It's a song, but she has a video.
But it
for that
kind of
song.
sounded like it was like more of the.
No,
like,
it was
you know, it
it was emphasized.
A lot.
I don't know if that's how she would really do it, but I think that she emphasized.
But if
it
she
for
was
the
really
sake.
gonna do it, she should have put that neck into it. You know what I'm saying?
A1 Nero.
Anywho, okay,
Yeah,
so that's how No Heart Gang started.
Okay.
I'm sorry, my husband's getting hot. A1, let me.
It's fine. Like I said, I will only probably be here for like
Pause.
another 30 more minutes.
Pause the interview.
PK, you might have to step out of the room for a second.
So that's how No Heart Gang started. But as I grew up and as I got older and I matured more, I didn't want that to be what defined No Heart Gang. So I looked at it in the sense of No Heart Gang stands for show no love to those that left you behind, show no love to those that left you in your time of need, or show no love to those that said that they would be there for you and they weren't. All you have to do is outshine, outgrind, and outgrow. That is the motto that I live by, and that's the motto that No Heart Gang truly stands for now.
That's beautiful. I like that a lot.
So I mean, I think that's dope that you actually took that from back in the day. You stuck with it. I like how you transitioned from the song, from the names that you had, and you realized that you had to have growth with them in order for you to make an impact on music, and then to even diversifying where the No Heart Gang meant from no love for a thought.
Well, let's get past that.
to no love for those that left you behind, right? I think that's dope as hell. Now I know you had a few different songs that you sent us. You had Go Gnarly, and then you had Oh My God. If I'm not mistaken, Go Gnarly is the first song you want to
Go
introduce.
Gnarly is the first one.
I introduced that for us, man.
So shout out to everybody that is watching and everybody that is listening. This right here is my single that's already been released off my upcoming album, The Game of Life. It's called Go Gnarly featuring Thad Lou.
It's up there, baby.
go.
Hold on.
Let's get gnarly.
Hey yo. Me and my guys smoking weed in the club while we dancing all night and we chilling in the party. And we smoking Bob Marley, looking for a thought cause we tryna go gnarly. Me and my guys smoking weed in the club while we dancing all night and we chilling in the party. And we smoking Bob Marley, looking for a thought cause we tryna go gnarly. Me and my guys smoking weed in the club and we looking for a thought so we can hit up this party. Now we chillin' in the lobby and shorty coming my way, yeah, she coming my way. Lyrics like propane and a pussy like had to beat it out the frame. There's a reason in my songs I don't get bang up on my shit. I don't got time to be asked who it is that I fuck with. I fuck with a baker, yeah, them niggas flipping dope. Because if money on the line, I grab my drawers, it's time to go. I guess the sucking dick out here is a new craze. Because your girl get free rides like buses on back to school days. I'm trying to touch the sky, but I can't do that shit on duty though. If you looking for me, you can find me in the studio. I might be with your girl, yeah, she trying to make a movie. Bro, my visuals are priceless as long as I keep a ruby on it. Me and my guys smoking weed in the club while we dancing all night and we chilling in the party. And we smoking Bob Marley, looking for a thought cause we tryna go gnarly. Me and my guys smoking weed in the club while we dancing all night and we chilling in the party. And we smoking Bob Marley, looking for a thought cause we tryna go gnarly.
Young gnarly god in this bitch, with the whole gang and squad in this bitch. Work abroad out, Planet Fitness with the dick. She called me T.I. cause she only took the tip. Yeah, wait, looking at my watch, it's about that time. Before I had a foreign, I had hella drive. Yeah, we'll be pushing foreigns down on Lakeshore Drive. 290 raise me not this baby bitch, I'm so west side. Yeah, Luke, got the missing roof of blue. Get Black Lotus blue, Nero in a foreign too. We might be caught the foreign crew. Either might be flocking to the posse, see me in a drill. I don't do the drugs, but they poppin' Molly in the pool. I'm the shit without a stool. Disrespect will not be cool. Smack a nigga with a glove, I challenge you to a duel. Buy Marley in a switch, go gnarly in a with my wrist blue like the ocean view. They thinking that I'm a crib.
Me and my guys smoking weed in the club while we dancing all night and we chilling in the party. And we smoking Bob Marley, looking for a thought cause we tryna go gnarly. Me and my guys smoking weed in the club while we dancing all night and we chilling in the party. And we smoking Bob Marley, looking for a thought cause we tryna go gnarly.
So, I mean, I know that your older brothers were doing music way back in the day. And you started actually freestyling or attempting. I don't know how good you were.
I was attempting.
Yeah, attempting at 4. I mean, I don't know how good you were.
No.
You might be a music prodigy or something.
No, there was no prodigy there.
So,
just spitting random words,
So,
trying to make a rhyme.
When you started as a sophomore in high school, when you started to take music real serious, you spending the money, spending the time to get to the studios and stuff like that. You know, how did your parents? How did your parents take that? Now, how did your parents take that, knowing that you really were trying to take this music thing seriously?
I more than likely had those. Well, I definitely had those parents that was, you should look into something else. Like, you're trying to do music. This is like a 1 in a million chance. Like, I had those parents. Like, they was supporting, but they wanted me to find something to fall back on. Right. And I understand that. Like, I do appreciate them wanting me to have something to fall back on, and that's fine. But it was like, I was putting everything into music. I still do that to this day. Like, if music busts, I have no backup plan. Wow. Like, that's how I look at it, because it's like, that's what I've dedicated my life to for like the past 10 years. Yeah. It's like, this is what I do. This is what I enjoy. This is what I love to do. So it's like, I have to make it work. Like, regardless. I think it was like 2017. I think I did 23 shows, like, just throughout the whole year, just trying to find multiple stages just to rock, just to get my name out there.
23 shows, wow.
Like,
That's a lot.
My goal was 100, but I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was the goal, but I was like, it didn't come through, because at the end of the day, I'm still working as well. And like, when you working at the post office, it's like, you either gonna work or you just not gonna work at all.
Well, then we're gonna give you a pass too, because it was COVID.
Not 2017.
Not
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you said 2019. It's a hottie toddy for me.
2019, I kind of dropped back like a lot. Like, I've had my moments where it's like I stepped back and I started wanting to focus on like making the music than performing it, just so I can better myself and better my craft and everything like that. So I've stepped back from performing on stages and stuff like that. Like, I think the last show I did was probably a couple after my birthday celebration. After that, I stepped back because I've been trying to get everything together, like the EP that I dropped, the album that I'm currently working on.
The EP, what was the name of the EP? Because you dropped that June of last year, right?
I dropped that, June.
Was it Messages?
Yeah, it was Messages.
Yeah.
July,
No.
actually. Yeah, it was July.
Messages.
Messages was the EP?
Messages.
Oh, okay.
It was my first ever storytelling EP.
A storytelling. I like storytelling.
Now, the basics of that is basically it's a 4-track EP. Every song is basically a storytelling, but it has different messages. The first track is Black Lives Matter. That's pretty self-explanatory. It talks about some of the stuff that was going on. It doesn't talk about everything because times have changed. Well, I won't say times have changed, but like a lot more has happened since I ended up like first recording that song. I think I recorded the song in like 2016, and then like I started redoing it over and over again. Like I think I redid that song probably like 4 or 5 times.
Was it because of everything that was happening, or?
It was because of everything that was happening, and also I wanted the quality of that song to actually be what I needed it to be. I couldn't put out nothing mediocre with that because of how impactful I felt that would be. Then I think the second song that I have is A Day in Chirac/Chicago. It's basically a story of like this Chicago kid that's just trying to be out here, trying to get his life together, trying to get out, trying to be successful. And what happens when he meets this guy from Chirac that's all about, oh, I got guns, I'm popping dudes, I'm looking for ops and all that. And basically how their lives intertwine with each other. The third one that I have on there, I believe, is RAC. RAC is actually the story of my grandmother. She ended up being a cancer survivor. She ended up beating cancer 3 times, but she ended up losing her life the 4th time. So I basically told her story. She beat lung cancer, breast cancer, and heart cancer. She ended up, yeah. So brain cancer ended up coming back for the 4th time and took her life. So that happened.
Sorry to hear that.
It's fine. That happened back in 2007. So I end up just basically telling the story from my perspective as well as what I saw and how I felt. And then the 4th, well, actually, that might be the 4th song. But the 3rd song, if not either or, is Unlatched. Unlatched is basically a remix to this song called Latch by Mika Luciano. Like, that's one of my homies.
Mika, what's that? Shout out to Mika.
That's one of my homies. I love her so much. Yeah. But I talked to her about it, and then I end up remixing her song, but from the guy's perspective. Because Latch was from the woman's perspective of how she was seeing it, but Unlatched is from the guy's perspective. Like, this is what happened. She told her story. Let me tell my story. So I basically just end up putting them all together to give messages, pretty much.
That's dope. I like that.
And like I'm in the process of planning like videos for them, and like I actually wanted to be like on some Lemonade, like Beyonce did, like a visual movie, like have everything intertwined with each other and actually be a storytelling type of movie.
Yeah, you know, the very original person to ever do that was Jay-Z. Jay-Z did that. I forgot the project, but every song on that album had a video to it and it all told a story. It was like a movie. Now, I know that you got into the storytelling, but you've done everything from drill, R&B, to storytelling. What makes you want to diversify your flow so much?
I don't want to be just put in that same category as a lot of Chicago artists. Like, I don't want to just be like, I don't want somebody to look at the name Aone Nero and be like, oh, that's just another Chicago artist. No, I want you to look at that name and be like, oh, he's done R&B, he's done drill, he's done storytelling. I even got gospel. Like, I've went in a gospel.
I'm not even gonna lie. When I looked at you, I was like, he probably does.
I have done like gospel before. Like, I try to dabble in as much as I possibly can because I want to be that diverse artist where you can come to me and be like, oh, I need a jingle for this bag of chips. Fine, I can do that. I've done jingles for popcorn before. Like, if y'all look up this brand called Irby Pop, my sister ended up making it, and I did a jingle for it with my nephew, and that was like years ago, and she still uses that jingle to this day.
That is
like,
so cool.
I've done so many things to try to diversify myself to separate me from the crowd because I don't want to be just stuck in one category. I want to be different.
Now, you said you were working on a project. What's the name of the project that you're working on now?
I am currently working on my debut album. It's called The Game of Life. Life being an acronym for living is full of everything. Like, it could be excitement or anything. It'll kind of be all over the place, but it'll be like a lot of different emotions. So it's basically just me getting everything out that I feel like I need to get out.
How many songs have you completed for it so far?
So far I have 12 completed,
Really?
and I think that I have a track list of 20 currently.
So you want to do 20?
20.
Yeah, I'm trying to have it as a 20-song album.
Okay. Are there any features that you're going to have on it?
Currently I have Thad Lou, I have Treasure, I have
You got Treasure?
Yes, I got
Treasure.
Treasure.
Cold, man.
Shout out to
I got
Treasure.
Chanel True.
Chanel.
Oh, you got to stop.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
He's like, I'm not finished. I'm
Right.
going.
I got Guru Goldie. He's actually featured on Oh My God, so y'all
Okay.
gonna hear that at the
Okay.
end. And I got a couple other features that I'm still working on, but I got like at most 10 features. Like if not 10, then 9, and then the rest is just straight.
I could have sworn I heard Dirty Eagle. I didn't really. Did you hear it?
That's a work in progress. So we trying to put that together now.
Now, a lot of people don't know. No, you're not just a CEO of a record label. You're not just an artist. I don't call you a rapper. I'll call you an artist.
Yeah.
But you're an actor.
Uh-huh.
There's some acting, man. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, the second time we ever seen each other was on
Empire.
the set of Empire.
Was I there too? Cause
Nah,
I don't think so.
I think you were there. This is when they really wanted me and they didn't really want you. It happens in the
okay, you know
I
what?
knew nothing about this.
Let's go with the disclaimer because we got on the show together as party guests. That was the very first one.
And then she kind of fizzled and
Fizzle. I was core.
No, she was cool.
Look,
She was cool.
I was core.
But yeah, I actually have like where it all started. I have a Jerry Springer episode.
Get out of here.
Like that's literally.
Were you like the baby daddy that?
No.
Oh, talk to me now.
I was the guy that brought my girlfriend on the show.
Please.
Wait.
What episode is that? Because I will put that in your
I might need
interview.
to put my church
swear to
finger
God.
up for this one.
Season 25, I believe, episode 8. It's called Never Wife a Thought, and that is literally named after my song.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
But the fact is, you're giving her a promise ring,
Yes.
saying she's the one, and at the same time, she find out that you cheat on her.
Yes.
So what's she supposed to think? What does the promise
How am I
ring
supposed to
mean?
feel?
The promise ring means that you are the one for me.
It don't mean
I
nothing
have
to me
made
at the
mistake.
moment. It don't mean nothing to me because
So
I
you're not
trusted
gonna
you.
sleep with anyone else?
No. She has my mind.
Why would you do it? Why would you do it?
Babe, when I did that, that was, like I said, that was back during the time when we was going through that problem, or the whole team was situation.
That still don't justify. We're going to go through a lot of problems in the future.
Yes,
That's
I
what
understand
relationships
that.
do. How am I not going to know that you just going to cheat on me anytime we go through things?
Babe, this was a one-time mistake. I can promise to you that I would never cheat on you again.
Well, here's Chiquita. There you go. All right, there you go. Very nice. That'll look very good on you, sir. Yes. Yeah, Chiquita, you're in the video with him, right?
Yes, Jerry.
But what's going on here? Because they're apparently together, or he's saying he wants to be with her.
No, Jerry, it's not like that.
Oh, what happened?
I wanted to be famous. I wanted to be in his music video.
Yes.
So I.
It doesn't say that here.
Cause I went on the show.
He gonna find it. I just want you to know he's gonna find it and he gonna put it in.
It is completely fine.
Oh my
Your
God.
interview gonna be like 50 minutes because I'm gonna have a whole episode in this joint.
They literally, I went on the show and they ended up shooting a music video to my song "Never Wife a Thought." But that wasn't the only reason I was on the show. I went on the show to supposedly bring my girlfriend on there to give her a promise ring. Come to find out, I cheated on my girlfriend with the girl in the video. So that's
was
how
a setup?
That's how all that went.
So basically, you was the thought.
Yeah, I was a thought. Yeah, never wife a thought, but I was the thought.
It
in
was
that
a
sense.
twist.
Never hubby the thought.
Wow.
Now, can you ever see yourself ever stepping away from music and pursuing acting full time?
I mean, if the pay is right and like any roles are good, then I don't know, because it's like I said, I've dedicated 10 years of my life to music.
Right.
Like acting is fine and like it's a good hobby, but it's just it wouldn't be what I love doing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like a toss up kind of.
Yeah.
Would you, Kay?
Would I ever give up music?
He's Dirty Eagle. Sorry.
That's
I didn't not even really giving it up.
No, like
like putting it on the back burner. That's
Right.
different. Like maybe.
Yeah, but even like when art, I've seen artists that fully focus on acting and get into that world, and it's really hard to jump back into music because that world demands a lot from you. We've been on set of Empire for 12, 16 hours. When you're done off the set of Empire, you feel like going home and writing your latest jingle.
I think the worst day that I had there was the mid-season finale when we was like at the festival and stuff. We had 4 days shooting back to back. The first day was about, I want to say, 8 to 12 hours. The second day was about 12 to 14. The third day was 17 hours.
Yeah.
I did not come back for the fourth day.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Was that
like,
the one where people were getting stung by bees and everything?
I'm not sure.
What?
But I
Yeah,
know.
it was the episode that people got because they had fruit out, and when the
Oh,
bees.
we were there when the bees were out
I
of
didn't-
fruit.
No. We
No, I
weren't there
don't-
for that day.
This is when
must
like
have been
they was
different day. I
doing
remember
like that concert at like the festival where
yeah.
Felicia Rashad and them was
Yeah.
there. So I'm not sure if like people got stung by bees. I just know I was not there for the fourth day.
The worst one we were at, it was a club scene where they were in Miami, but we were really in Chicago.
Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she was hallucinating. Somebody gave her some X pills, and she was
Right.
hallucinating.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah,
episode.
that scene was 17 hours.
It was so
and,
long. Oh
and
my
then
God.
when we looked at the edited version, that shit was 2 minutes long.
If 2 minutes,
I was
right?
mad as hell. Like, y'all took 17 hours for 2 minutes. Fuck y'all. No offense. No fuck you, Empire.
Hey,
we love you.
here we
but
go.
like,
It's cool because at the end of the day, I had one long day, but I still got to stand next to my future ex baby mama,
what was the
Nia
Raji?
Long.
Nia
No,
Long?
not Nia
Oh,
Long.
Oh, Nia Long was there?
Did you not remember that episode when he was
Oh.
flashing back and she was at the roulette table?
No, I'm gonna be honest with you.
What
I
season
had
was
stopped
it?
watching Empire. I only watched the episodes I was in, because that shit just became a little too much.
I
for me.
kind of felt the same, but I picked it back up like
But
once
you
I,
wait. Go- You
Yeah,
were by Nia
Oh,
Long.
they're
I
a
was
little excited
right
about Nia.
behind
Let me-
Nia Long.
Let me
Like-
talk to my candy
like
can,
that, like
'cause
that
they're over
dread
here
head that
doing-
you see is like right
doing their
behind it.
thing.
That was me.
You know.
Hey, how did that feel?
Wow, he's gonna
Future
say, how
ex
does
baby
that
mom.
feel?
That's all I can tell you.
What does she smell like?
What she
She
smell
smelled
like?
like my future.
She smell like your upper lip, I think.
Man, God bless you
Your
and
upper
your
lip about to
spirit. God bless your testimony.
Feel like.
God bless your church. God bless everything that
you
comes
feel it?
because you was there
I was there.
in the presence of the angel on earth. Anyway, back to
There's
the
an angel on
If
earth
she
rub your feet.
44, I was 44
Hey,
that
yeah.
day.
She 44 in like number years, but in
The
real
angel
life, she
on
really
earth
only
better
about
come rub your
29,
feet.
28. Yeah.
he gonna hit
Oh,
you
I'm
up.
sorry, I'm married.
Let me block out this.
So I know, so I know you got No Heart Gang, and that is part of your clothing line as well. What are some of the products that you guys are actually bringing out, or what you actually have brought out?
So the actual brand is everything A1. So it's basically like everything A1. So I end up bringing the matching face mask that I have
That's
with
nice.
the hoodie as well.
I like it.
So
That he didn't bring no merch for us. It's fine.
look, what I do for
Merchless.
y'all, what I do for y'all just give me y'all info, and I will end up sending y'all a piece of my merch. Like I don't mind doing that like for the free because y'all did bring me on. But I do have face masks, I have shirts, I have hoodies. I'm in the process of working on crop top hoodies right now.
Our daughter would love that.
I'm thinking about making water bottles. Like I have
I
a
was just
lot of
like-
ideas for stuff and like multiple designs. Like this is currently like the biggest design is the Broken Heart for No Heart Gang. But I even have like everything A1 logos. Like I have the Aone Nero logo. It's like a lot of different designs that I'm trying to put out because it's like I want my brand and I want everything to be seen worldwide. Like I want everything A1 to be the new designer because it's like everybody wants designer, everybody wants this and that. I outgrew that years ago because it's like, what's the point of it? Why not just put out my own and make that what everybody has on? So I'm basically pushing as much as I possibly can.
So my last question for you, man, because I know we got to wrap everything up. Why does Aone Nero make music?
Aone Nero makes music because music is A1. Like, literally, like I said, I've devoted 10 years of my life to this. This is when I'm the most happiest. This is where I feel like I'm most at peace. Like, when I get on the stage, it's different for me than just being in real life because I'm on that stage and it's like my mind just goes away and I'm just like, I'm in that moment. Like, I love either being on the stage or if I'm in the studio and I'm recording something new or I'm sitting in the car listening to a feature that somebody sent me. It's like, it's just different. And I love that feeling. I don't feel like I can be me without having that feeling. So it's like, once I dedicated my life to this, it's like, that's it. Yeah. Like, there is no other way. Like, A1 has to be music and music has to be A1.
That's I like that. About. Hey man, it's first time on the VIP Lounge, but it definitely won't be the last time. Sure. Anytime you got anything coming up, any music, videos, anything, make sure you get to us. We'll always support you.
New
and your
merch.
Brand. Yeah, let us know.
I got something coming for you.
But it ain't over though. We got a live performance by the one and only Aone Nero.
Make sure you guys stick around.
Don't go nowhere.
When we step up in the club, they be screaming, oh my God. When we step up in the party, they be screaming, oh my God. All the girls are going crazy, they be screaming, oh my God. Hey, hey, oh my God. Hey, hey, oh my God. When we step up in the club, they be screaming, oh my God. When we step up in the party, they be screaming, oh my God. All the girls are going crazy, they be screaming, oh my God. Hey, hey, oh my God. Hey, hey, oh my God. Me and Guru Goldie, we just chilling in the cut. Flexing and finessing, we ain't even trying to stop. Bro off the dab while I'm smoking on the blunt. Chilling with two baddies that we met up in the front. Drippin' no sauce, touching Moski in the mouse. If it costs to be a player, then you cannot be a boss. All this money in the air, that's the shit that we just toss. And your girl leaving with us, man, I'm sorry for your loss. When we step up in the club, they be screaming, oh my God. Man, the shit we do in silence like we moving like the mob. Keep the charger in my pocket, so no need for me to dodge. Warning signs on the side, like we telling you to stop. Yeah, I always keep protection, yeah, I keep it in my drawer. Once I hit her with this dick, she gon' be begging me for more. And I'm playing with her pieces like she was a chessboard. Have her screaming, oh my God, like she calling for the Lord. When we step up in the club, they be screaming, oh my God. When we step up in the party, they be screaming, oh my God. All the girls are going crazy, they be screaming, oh my God. Hey, hey, oh my God. Hey, hey, oh my God. When we step up in the club, they be screaming, oh my God. When we step up in the party, they be screaming, oh my God. All the girls are going crazy, they be screaming, oh my God. Hey, hey, oh my God. Hey, hey, oh my God.
Guru Goldie, he be saucing too much. Pulled up, take your bitch if I want. Pussy nigga, you don't never do nothing. Pulled up with a mouth full of gold. Bad bitch, ain't stressing these hoes. Easy when I step on your toes. White bitch, like to play with a nose. Swagged up, I be dripping the most. High as fuck, bitch, I feel like a ghost. Sauced up, I been doing the most. If you was smart, you be taking some notes. You don't wanna know who run up the most. Batman, bitch, I'm braving, I'm bold. Iceman, like I'm catching a cold. Big bang, no my money can't fold. Niggas copy like they straight out the mold. Boss up to show me. Bad bitch gon' blow me up. Bad bitch don't blow me. Bad bitch don't blow me up. Boss up to show me. Smoking on that Dobie, smoking on that Dobie, smoking on that Dobie.
When we step up in the club, they be screaming, oh my God. When we step up in the party, they be screaming, oh my God. All the girls are going crazy, they be screaming, oh my God. Hey, hey, oh my God. Hey, hey, oh my God. When we step up in the club, they be screaming, oh my God. When we step up in the party, they be screaming, oh my God. All the girls are going crazy, they be screaming, oh my God. Hey, hey, oh my God. Hey, hey, oh my God.
Okay.
Hey! Oh, I was getting excited.
Lord Jesus.
Everybody gotta pay us. Bro, you swear like you was playing full-court basketball.
I got on whole hoodie, shirt.
Nobody can do it
so friendly. Broke boys looking on, you can feel they envy. Business owners over here, you see that money round us. All the rappers and the singers wanna party round us. We gon' pop a few bottles, never nothing to us. If we leave this hill, we gon' need a tour bus. He Dilla got the hits, keep the party going. He even play your joint if you really is plugged in. Got the smoke in the hair, keep the liquor flowing. Big tipping over here, you know the ladies know this. In the dark, you know I keep the real round me. Candy girl, the only thing that's really sweet about me. Grown folks over here, we always party in peace. The hottest thing around, we in the